Hi, my name is Jim Holland. This is my lesson number 3 in my double bass drum video series. This is my most exciting one. I just released a brand new book called The Best Double Bass Drum Book Ever. It has 616 double bass drum patterns. There's no exercises, just get on the set and they're just one incredible pattern after another. And believe it or not, I was able to get all 616 patterns on 2 CDs. My son showed me you could download this onto your iPod. It's amazing. In a couple minutes you have all 616 on your iPod, so you could hear the patterns and read along with it. So in a way, you could practice without even being on a drum set. You could just be reading through the book, listening to the patterns. If some of the harder ones are a little tough to read, you'll be teaching yourself how to read them as you listen to your iPod. The reason for this video is I wrote the first 3 chapters with an 1/8 note ride. 1 and 2 and. And then chapter 4 with a 1/4 note ride. Just to play through the book like that will take quite a while, and you will be a double bass monster when you get through the book just doing that alone. However, the reason for this video is there's a section in the beginning and it says how to use this book. What I want you to do is say after chapter 1, after playing it as written with the 1/8 note ride, book again now, 1/4 note ride, cymbal just. Go through the whole book, come back, 16th note ride. 20 and a 2 and that, and then you have the offbeat ride, the cymbal on the ends, 1 and 2 and. That's one more method. Now we'll get into some of the tougher methods, a little trickier, but some of them are great. I love this one. When you play, say, 2 hands on the hi-hat with 60 notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. That's the 2-handed 16 note ride. Now with the book, where you have the snare in lots of different places, any E or the left hand is going to have to come from the hi-hat. Hand has to come from the hi-hat over to the snare. So if I do some double bass patterns with the 2-handed ride, that's another great method. Now the lefty methods. Say you go back and do the book as written with the 1/8 notes, but play the left hand on the hi-hat instead of the right hand. The reason you play lefty, it'll build up your left hand so the left hand can stay almost as fast as the right hand. But not only that, you get your independence, your coordination, but when you play lefty here, you have the whole set wide open for your right hand. Lefty 1/4 note. This one, we're first going to do the offbeat lefty. This is one of my favorites. It's an offbeat lefty, but it hit the end of one on the top of the hi-hat, the end of two on the bottom. That's my lefty, offbeat, up and down method. Here's a great one. Play the book in 7/8. Now when you play in 4/4, you're actually playing 8 eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you take the last eighth note off, you chop off the end of 4, you get this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you could take my double bass drum book, go back, play it in 7/8 time. Chop off the end of 4, and you get this. 5, 6, 7. You're playing double bass in 7/8. Let's see if we can try this. Lefty, 7/8 double bass. Tough one. 9/8, you would add 1/8 note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I take a pattern out of the best double bass drum book ever, written in 4/4, and add 1/8 note, I could play double bass patterns in 9/8. So let's try one. See, 7, 8, 9. That's just a taste. That's maybe about 10 ride patterns, so you can see it's a never-ending study. Once you get through one method through the whole book, which takes quite a while, you go back, take a different method, and play through the book. One of the things you'll find is there's so many great patterns in here that may remind you of say a bass line or a melody. I'll just take one. I'm just going to pick one at random out of the book. So you can almost hear. So what you can do is sing that bass line onto a tape recorder, then have your bass player play it. You two work out the bass and drum line, then have your guitar player, keyboard player come in, try to get a melody over it. So this way, you're not just a drummer, but you're going to be a good songwriter, building songs from the bottom up. Just off the top of my head, I'll play a couple of patterns right out of the book. Let's see. A couple of patterns just off of one of the pages in the beginning of the book. I spent a lot of years working on it. It's a great book. I love it. If you go to my website, jimholland.com, I think there's about 25 patterns on there where you can read it and hear me play it at the same time. So I hope you get as much out of it as I have. I hope you take the suggestions I've used and just run with it. And good luck in your drumming career. I hope you become a monster player, not only a double bass monster, a songwriting monster, and just an overall drumming monster. Thanks for listening.